For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. Along the quay of Peterhead, the lasses stand around, with shawls all pulled around them and their salt is running down. Well, don't you weep, my bonny lass, though you'll be left behind, for the rose will bloom on Greenland's ice before we change our mind. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. Cheer up. 'Cause a health to laugh, sweethearts anew. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. Will be bright both day and night when Greenland lads come hame. Our ship full up with oil, me lads, and money to our name. We'll make the cradles for to rock and the blankets for to tear. And every lass in Peterhead sing hush-a-bye, my dear. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail. For the bonny ship, the diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. Kind friends and companions, come join me in rhyme. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Come lift up your voices, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never Here's a health to the dear lass that I love so well. For her style and her beauty, sure none can excel. There's a smile on her countenance as she sits on my knee. There's no man in this wide world as happy as me. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Our ship lies at anchor, she's ready to dock. I wished her safe landing without any shock. If ever I should meet you by land or by sea, I will always remember your kindness to me. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Watch that old fire as it flickers and dies. The once blessed the household and lit up our lives. It shone for the friends and the clinking of glasses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Capture the wild things and bring them in line, and own what was never your right to confine. The lives and the loves and the songs are what matters. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Do you feel heavy, your eyes drop with grief? Your spirit is wild and your suffering is brief. So never you buckle and bend to the masses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Get round a fire with a glass of strong ale and tell us a story from beyond the pale. Bury some seeds and expect some strong branches. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Now show me a man that can meet all his needs. For what we need most now is unity's seed. A common old song for all creeds and all classes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame. What will we do when the world it is ending, and time it is halted for friend and for foe? Try to hold on to the time as it passes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. When two lovers meet down beside
Let me sing you a song, boys, of fire and flame, of a French ammo ship, the Mont Blanc was her name. How the brave Nova Scotia was never the same on the morning when Halifax burned. 'Twas in early December 1917. She was packed to the gills with grade A TNT. They were bound for the fighting in high Germany, when towards them the other ship turned. The Norwegian ship IMO, some fault in her gears. She struck Mont Blanc's side like the mightiest of spears, and the bends all ignited the captain's worst fears, as the fire consumed bow to stern. The people gazed on from their safe distant rooms, watched the soot and the smoke fill the sky with their plumes. Though within the ship's cargo would spell all their dooms, how were they to know to be concerned? The crew rowed for shore lest they burn or they drown. They cried, "Save your souls," as they ran through the town. But their warnings were nothing but strange foreign sounds, for the townsfolk no French had they learned. One man, Patrick Coleman, in the railway's employ, sent word,
"Stop the trains or they'll all be destroyed. This will be my last message, farewell to you boys."
For a true hero's death he had earned. An explosion colossal when the munitions blew, devastation and debris for miles fire through. The Mont Blanc was gone and the town with it too, and the waters raged up in return. There were heroes and angels all fated to die, over 2,000 souls laid to rest by and by. We will always remember and lift a glass high to the morning when Halifax burned.
Watch that old fire as it flickers and dies. The once blessed the household and lit up our lives. It shone for the friends and the clinking of glasses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Capture the wild things and bring them in line, and own what was never your right to confine. The lives and the loves and the songs are what matters. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Do you feel heavy, your eyes drop with grief? Your spirit is wild and your suffering is brief. So never you buckle and bend to the masses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Get round a fire with a glass of strong ale, and tell us a story from beyond the pale. Bury some seeds and expect some strong branches. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Now show me a man that can meet all his needs. For what we need most now is unity seed. A common old song for all creeds and all classes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame. What will we do when the world it is ending, and time it is halted for friend and for foe? Try to hold on to the time as it passes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes.
When first I landed in Liverpool, I went upon the spree. With money at last, I spent it fast. I got drunk as drunk could be. But when my money was all gone, it was then that I wanted more. but a man must be blind to make up his mind to go to sea once more.
Once more, once more, go to sea once more. But a man must be blind to make up his mind to go to sea once more.
And as I walked down London Road, I met with a rapper Brown. I asked him if he'd take me in, and he looked at me with a frown. He said, last time you was paid off, to me a chalked no score. But I'll give you a chance, and I'll take your advance, and I'll send you to sea once more.
Let me introduce the starting lineup for the Seals. In center field, number 27, Rick Petrena. Left field, number 18, George Christensen. DH, number 29, Jesus Lopez. Right field, number 45, Eric Woodrow. First base, number 38, Kean Johnston. Third base, number 9, Brett Zimmerman. Second base, number 20, Emilio Luna.
Where cold winds blow through frost and snow, why Jamaica would freeze. And worse to bear, I'd no hard weather gear, as I'd spent all my money ashore. It was then that I wished that I was dead and could go to sea no more.
Hello everyone, I am Samuel Scott, the kid who runs the video live stream for the Healdsburg Prune Packers, and it is my honor to greet you to the stream on this rather hot day. It is currently around 94 degrees at Recreation Park, where the Prune Packers will be playing the San Francisco Seals. Before I hand off to our guest, or to our sportscaster, Mike Barabot, I will give you a brief rundown of the game today. The Prune Packers lineup is as follows. Give me one moment. We have Jesse Lopez in right field, Guy Garrity in center field, Blake Burke, apologies if I butcher any of these names, at first base, Ryan Targak on second base, Cole Elvis on catcher, Blake McDonald as designated hitter, Blake Pivaroff as third base, Seth Nager as left field, and Ian McMillan as shortstop, as well as Noah Ronan as starting pitcher. Apologies, I'm kind of stressed. One second, we are doing the national anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay. The Seals lineup is as follows. We have Rick Marin, so I apologize, I can't see it well. As center field, George Christensen on left field, Eric Woodrow as the designated hitter. My apologies, that's Jesus Lopez as designated hitter, Eric Woodrow as right field, Brett Zimmerman as third base, Emilio Luna as second base, as I Senate Toast as shortstop, Connor McNellen as catcher, Edgar Akai as starting pitcher. My apologies, this is kind of chaotic. As always, thank you to our lovely sponsors and to the interns that keep this place running. I would like to note that this stream, quite obviously, is constantly improving, and as is my announcing capabilities. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the YouTube chat, and I will respond to them as I can. I am handing sportscasting to Michael now. Give us 1 second. Thank you, and enjoy the ball game.
What has he meant to you and to this program? I talked to him after the game last night. He loved his time here, called it the best summer collegiate team in the country. What has he meant to you and your team?
Well, that's humbling, and I do not take that for a grain of salt. I appreciate him sharing that sentiment and how he feels about this place. For the ones that care about collegiate summer ball, it's a piece in the development process. When you're a highly competitive Division I program, it's cliche to say a lot of guys don't get reps, but just with the rules, not a lot of guys do, and they can use the summer as a piece of.
And we will play the rest of that interview with Manager Joey Gomes at the end of the top of the first inning. As the first pitch to Rick Maitorina, the leadoff man for the San Francisco Seals, is fouled down the third base side. Strike one. Noah Renard is the starting pitcher for the Packers. 220-pound right-hander, local kid out of Maria Carrillo High School. As the pitch inside 101. Also playing ball at Santa Rosa Junior College, now currently at Michigan. As that one's pitch sharply fouled outside again. Count goes 1-2. Renard winds and deals the 1-2 just outside. Count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Renard in 7 innings has allowed just 4 hits. Walked 3, struck out 8. As the pitch misses upstairs, count goes full 3-2. Making his second start of the season. Three-two pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled right side out of play. Just over the visitor stands. .95 degrees at first pitch, so a little bit cooler than yesterday. Hit sharply to third, fielded nicely by Pivarov. Throws across the diamond, a little bit high. Burke tried to tag him on the helmet, but he dropped it. So reaching at first is Maitorina. Pivarov took his time, delivered a strong throw. It was a little high. Burst had to leap. He caught the ball and tried to. First pitch on the way in the dirt, blocked by Elvis for ball 1. Renard set at the belt. Maitorina goes, pitch outside, throw to second by Elvis, and the tag applied by McMillan, but it's not in time. Sliding around it is Maitorina, so Maitorina in scoring position after the stolen base. Counts 2-0 on Christensen. Now goes 3-0 as he takes outside. Renard was extremely dominant on Saturday against NorCal U. As that one's hit on the ground and in the hole, and that's going to get through for a base hit into right field. Coming around third is Maitorina. The throw comes in, not in time. It's an RBI single for George Christensen, and it's very quickly 1-0 San Francisco.
Better next from California State University, San Marcos, DH, number 29, Jesus Lopez.
Sounded like a broken bat, but it had just enough on it to trickle into right field, and a quick meeting at the mound. The entire infield colluding with manager Joey Gomes, and he's doing all the talking right now and commanding the meeting, giving him a little talking to as well. It's not your roses and sunshine pitcher's mound visit. So after the mound visit, Gomes sends his message as that bring up Jesus Lopez, the designated hitter. One nothing Seals. Nobody out, just underway, top of the first. And that pitch right there, called strike run, back pick to first, and it's going to go down the right field line. Burke was not expecting it. Christensen, round second's going to hold there. So a very sloppy start for the Prune Packers defensively. Elvis tried to back pick Christensen. Burke was not looking, and by the time he did look, the ball was down the right field line. So Christensen goes to second. Lopez has not seen a pitch until now.
Be on time, baby. Let's go. 7-minute drive.
Bernard set at the belt, checks Christensen at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Lopez down swinging. A big out for Noah Bernard and the Prune Packers. Instead of bring up Eric Woodrow. Woodrow out of College of Marin. Left-handed hitter. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Count 0-1. Nice off-speed pitch from Renard. I mentioned that Saturday outing against NorCal U. He went 5 innings, allowed just 3 hits, struck out 6, and walked 1. Did not give up a run. As that one's hit off the end of the bat. Slowly, Pivaroff charging. Fields it, throws to first in time to get Woodruff. So a nice play at third by Blake Pivaroff. And now 2 are retired for Johnston.
University, first base number 38, Kian Johnston.
First pitch, big swing and a miss. Johnston down the count 0-1. Johnston, the 5th hitter, playing first base tonight for the San Francisco Seals. Packers trying to win their 6th game in a row. And it's fouled right side out of play. Count quickly goes 0-2. So Christensen had gotten to second on the error by Elvis behind the plate. Packers committed 2 errors in this first inning, but since then, a strikeout and a ground out. Christensen still there as pitch inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bernard sit at the belt. Checks Christensen the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So very nice job coming back by Noah Bernard after the sloppy start for the Prune Packers. And for the Seals. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 left. And at the end of half an inning, 1-0 San Francisco here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
And it's something that I just try to get this deal right. But we've kind of collected a niche from the players that we get from these schools. We get high character, tough, and talented guys, and these guys come to the Berg and thrive. And you know, what does Dico Chea mean to me? What he means to me is a kid that cares. He's high character.
Guys. And that pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled away, right side. The first baseman Johnston under it makes the catch for out number 1.
Center fielder, number 2, Guy Garibay.
I'll bring up Guy Garibay, the center fielder. Garibay hitting .310 on the year. And he takes ball 1 in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Connor McClellan behind the plate. Blocked that one for San Francisco. And there's a called strike to Garibay. Count evens out. 1-1. Check swing. He did not go. Counts 2-1. Garibay left-handed hitter takes upstairs. Count goes 3-1 now. Garibay 9 hits and 29 at bats. 4 doubles, 2 triples, 9 RBIs. Doesn't have a big fly yet. So he takes ball 4 upstairs as Garibay walks for the 9th time this season. And that'll bring up Blake Berg.
Maybe up. Get back to the feet. That's it.
Right there, called strike one to Burke. Burke hitting .323. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. And he swings and hits one on the ground through the right side into right field for a base hit. Garabate's going to try and go to third. He's going to get there easily. It's misplayed in right field by Woodrow, but he gets it in. So a single for Blake Burke. Runners at the corners with 1 out for Ryan Targich. Targich hitting .389 on the season. Had 2 hits last night. Was 2 for 2. Reach base also by a hit by a pitch and walked. Packers in position to tie the game. Right here now. Targich check swing, but Pismich is outside, ball 1. Targich a homer and 5 RBIs. And pitch right there on the outside corner, called strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-0 San Francisco. Pitch on the way. Line down the right field line, but foul and drifts out of play. Count goes 1-2. Runners at the corners, 1 out. On first, Garibay on third. In the dirt, blocked nicely by McClellan. Count evens up at 2-2. Tonight is Rack and Riddle night. If you sponsor $500 or more, you get your own night, and employees get to come to the ballpark for a night of Prune Packer baseball. If the pitch misses in the dirt, count goes full 3-2. Your passion is our mission. Go to rackandriddle.com. Three-two pitch in the dirt. Ball 4. Targich walks. Going to second is Burke. The bases are loaded. I'll bring up Cole Elvis, the catcher.
Berkeley catcher number 10, Cole Elvis.
Elvis, .292 average. That's 7 hits and 24 at bats. A home run, 8 RBIs. First pitch on the way, hit in the air, center field, charging May Tarina, going out of the middle infielders, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman, Luna, and he fires in. That's a heck of a play by the second baseman, Emilio Luna. He went all the way out into pretty much straight away center field. The center fielder, May Tarina, was playing very deep. And the middle infielders, Luna and Santos, ran all the way out there. And Luna made the over-the-shoulder catch. Nice play. So Elvis retired. 2 are down for Blake McDonald. McDonald had a big RBI double off the bench last night as he takes ball 1 in the dirt. Extended the Packer lead from 4-3 to 5-3. That was after Lincoln Potters had scored 3 runs in the top of the 7th. As the pitch misses in the dirt, 2-0 on McDonald. McDonald hitting .444, 4 hits, 9 at bats, 5 RBIs. Chopped off his shin and ricochets out towards first base. Counts 2-1. 1-0 Seals. On the RBI single by George Christensen. 2-1 pitch, a big swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him, and count goes to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Pitch on the way. And in the air, left field, hit well, giving chase Christensen, but it'll drift foul. Count stays 2-2. Home plate umpire calls time to dust off home plate. Donald taking a couple extra practice swings. Seals trying to hold on to the lead after this first inning. Pitch on the way, popped up, right side. Johnston in foul territory, settles under it to make the catch to end the inning. So Prune Packers had bases loaded with 1 out and are unable to score. So no runs on 1 hit and 3 are less at the end of an inning of play. 1-0 San Francisco here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
They are California certified organic. Lots of opportunities, lots to learn.
Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I never get back.
And RC, a big bouncing ball. Cade's coming to the plate. It's gloved to throw home. The slide is safe. Ball game. The Brewers win.
Family Field. What a start to the season.
Man, 3 in the 9th. Scoring 1 in the 10th.
At the pitch. Over toward third, and it's yes! Ahead of Riley down the left field line. Harper scores easily. Gene Segura was a man on a mission. Let the season begin.
Another great at-bat by a youngster. Quality at-bat. Remarkable.
On this Angel roster this year. Wall sends it well out to left center field. And it's gone!
2-1.
He got it!
Just like that! The Hollywood script continues! Akil Baddoo wears a crown to give the Tigers the win!
He rips it! It's up the middle, and the Nationals walk off the Braves on opening day.
Top of the second inning from Red Park, 1-0 Seals. As the first pitch to the left-handed hitting is hit on the ground to second, fielded by Targich, throws to first in time for out number 1. That was Brett Zimmerman, the hitter. So 1 pitch, 1 out to start the second. That'll bring up Emilio Luna, who made that terrific play, ranging to his right and out into center field. In the bottom of the first inning, retired Cole Elvis. As Menard winds and deals the first pitch. Right there, called strike 1. Pitch on the way, chopped to the left side. McMillan fields it on a couple hops, throws to first in time as Burke keeps his foot on the bag. Throw is a little bit wide of Burke to his left. He's able to keep his foot on the bag. 2 are quickly retired, and that'll bring up Isai Santos, the shortstop. Santos, left-handed hitter. Bernard winds and deals the first pitch right there, called strike 1. Much sharper second inning to this point for Healdsburg as Bernard deals strike 2. Pitch on the way to Santos. Swung on, hit on the ground up the middle. McMillan comes in to his left, throws to first in time, and a very quick 1-2-3 inning for No Bernard and the Packers. No runs No hits, nobody left. And at the end of inning and a half, 1-0 San Francisco here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Back it up. It's over his head. It's over his head. And the Red Sox are going to win the game.
The Rose Arena never got himself in a position where he could make a play on that. What a ball game.
That should do it. Taylor's not going to get it. Canna's going to trot home, and the A's are going to walk it off for their first win of the 2021 season. This afternoon, and the A's win it in 10 innings by a final score of 4.
1-2 coming. And the slider in there, strike 3. Hit on the pitch.
It hit Conforto, but he didn't move.
Broken bat roller. Throw to second, and it hits the runner. Here comes Madrigal. And they win it.
The out at second base is irrelevant at that point because Madrigal is the winning run.
His sixth pitch. Up the middle and through. Ramon Arias scores Rio Ruiz. The Orioles win their first home game in 2021.
And VR hits one in the air to left field. That'll win the game. McCutcheon watched it sail by him.
Blake Piveroff to lead things off for the Prune Packers in the bottom of the second inning.
Apologies for all those audio issues in the first inning, ladies and gentlemen. I have sorted them out, and they have been quashed. Thank you.
Cruz, right-hander for the Seals, and he deals the first pitch inside, ball 1 on Piveroff. Cruz winds and deals. Swung on, hit on the ground right side. Luna coming in. Fields throws the first in time for out number 1.
Now batting for the Prune Packers from Arizona State University left fielder, number 22, Seth Nager.
We'll bring up Seth Nager, the left fielder. Seth in his first game was 0 for 3, but scored 3 times. He walked 3 times, and he takes ball 1 outside. Cruz winds and deals the 1-0, hits sharply to the second baseman. Luna again throws the first in time. 2 quick roundouts here in the second. That'll bring up Ian McMillan.
Shortstop, number 12, Ian McMillan.
McMillan hitting .250, 8 hits, 32 at-bats, has a home run and 12 RBIs, which leads the team. He takes outside. Ball 1. And swings and misses. Count evens up at 1-1.
Eric, get out. A little bit. Get out.
Pitch right there, cold strike. Count quickly goes to 1 and 2. One nothing Seals here in the second. Pitch drifts outside and actually gets by the catcher McClellan. Count goes 2 and 2. We're at full capacity here at Rec Park. Past few days have been a little warm, but we hope to see you at the ballpark throughout the season as McMillan hits this one off the end of the bat to the first baseman Johnson. He'll win the race to the bag. So a 1-2-3 second for Cruz on the mound. And actually, he may not be out after all. They're going to say maybe it hit off him. Now the Seals manager is out of the dugout. Both myself and the public address announcer, Dick Pekarski here. He called it very late. He is definitely giving his piece to both umpires. And now he's going to get a warning from the base umpire. Getting an official warning. Now staring now out at the first base umpire. So pitch on the way. It's fouled back to the screen. Count stays 2-2. And pitch on the way. Swinging a pop-up right side. Johnston in foul territory, battling the sun, makes the catch to end the inning. So 1-2-3 second. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And at the end of 2 innings to play, 1-0 Seals here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
The wines that they are crafting with their care, passion, and expertise. The wines they produce.
Breaking ball high in the air. Hicks ranging back at the wall, at the track. Get out of here! God! A walk-off home run for Bo Bichette.
It only took him 86 games to get to 50 career extra base hits.
Broken bat line drive, and the Braves win it. Dansby Swanson picks on the first pitch. And the Braves come back again and beat the Marlins.
RBI of the season. To short center, down for a hit, and it's a walk-off winner.
Well, that's the 6th time he's done that. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is break a losing streak.
That's gonna do it. A big drive, right center field. JP walks home. Mariners win it 6-5 in the 9th.
Evan White tying it in the 8th inning with his first home run of the year. Great. There it goes. Game winner. See you later.
Connor McClellan, the lead things off for the San Francisco Seals. They lead this one 1-0. No Renard back out on the mound for the Prune Packers. 9-1-2 for San Francisco. As Renard winds and deals the first pitch to the San Francisco backstop, hit sharply down the line, just foul. That's a count 0-1 on McClellan. Deals in the dirt, blocked by Elvis. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch on the way, swung on and hit off the end of the bat. That may drift back into fair territory, and it will end up rolling foul all the way down the first base line. They let that ball roll. Had enough backspin on it to where it may roll back into fair territory. Maybe you should have tried that one movie. I think it's the Benchwarmers where they actually blew the ball fair. One of those Benchwarmers or Major League. As the pitch is fouled down the third base side. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is hit deep down the left field line, but way foul, so the count stays 1-2. Bernard threw just 6 pitches in the second. Got 3 groundouts. And for his 6th pitch of this at bat here. And a breaking ball here on the ground, left side in the hole. McMillan backhands, throws off balance, and it's dropped at first by Burke. And McClellan's gonna reach. Would have been, was a tough play. Would have been a heck of a play by Aiden McMillan at short. Ball was dropped at first base by Burke. See how they score it. As that'll bring up Rick Maturina, the center fielder and leadoff hitter for San Francisco. Bernard set at the belt. Deals the first pitch inside, and Torina has to back out of the way. Bernard set at the belt. McClellan on first pitch. Hit in the air, right side. Burke giving chase, but it'll drift out of play. Count evens up at 1-1. Of course, Healdsburg celebrating their 100th year of existence. A lot of events planned throughout the season as Torina pops this one up right side. Targets the second baseman, drifting into short right center field, battling the sun, and makes the catch. I think he thought he had a handle on it and realized the ball was hit just a little bit further than he thought, but was still able to make the catch. As that'll bring up George Christensen. He singled home the Seals' only run of the game back in the first. Christensen stands in, left-handed hitter. And the first pitch, a big swing and a miss. Count 0-1. Renard pulled the string on that one. Renard sets and deals. Chopped foul into the Prune Packer dugout. Counts 0-2. 1 out, 1-0 San Francisco. Prune Packers 7-1 on the season, trying to win their 6th game in a row. And a pitch in the dirt gets by Elvis all the way to the backstop. Moving to second is McClellan. So score that a pass ball. So the count's 1-2 on Christensen. McClellan on second. McClellan reached on the single. There's a little grounder hit in the hole on the left side. McMillan made a great play to backhand and throw it. It was dropped at first by Burke. Would have been a very tough play on both ends as pitch is chopped right side, fielded with his foot, the first base coach. Christensen waits the 1-2, and he takes it high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was 86 miles an hour that time from Renard. And the 3-2, 2-2, excuse me. Now it's 3-2 as he takes outside. So Christensen was down to count 0-2, has worked it back to 3-2. Renard checks McClellan at second. The pitch, Christensen went out and got it, fouled it away. It's probably ball 4, but stays alive. So another 3-2 on the way. Swung on, hit in the air. Center field, Garibay. About 10 steps to his left to make the catch. 4 out, number 2. Going back to second is McClellan. So Renard wins that battle, and that'll bring up Jesus Lopez. Lopez struck out in the first inning. 2 out now with McClellan at second. Lopez at the plate, right-handed hitter. And first pitch on the way, a big swing and a miss by Lopez. Count 0-1. Lopez puts his front foot, which would be his left foot, in front of he puts it further close to the plate than his back foot. Kind of like Giancarlo Stanton as the pitch is fouled right side out of play. Count goes 0-2. Sets and delivers the 0-2 outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're now trying to keep this at 1-0 San Francisco. And he does just that as Lopez strikes out swinging for the second time tonight. So for the Seals, no runs on 1 hit and 1 left. And at the end of 2.5 innings of play, 1-0 Seals here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Right center field! Reds win it! Tyler Stevenson delivers! Suarez scores!
One of those games where it's how in the world did we win that ball game?
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind you that this stream is constantly changing, evolving, and hopefully improving. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the YouTube chat, and I will answer them as soon as I can. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Enjoy the ball game.
This one into left field, base hit, and the Rangers win it. Nate Lowe delivers his 16th RBI of the season.
Feel good. First walk-off hit in nearly 2 seasons.
And Andrew lights when it's a left field, a base hit. Harper around third, heading for home. The throw by Dickerson is not in time. A breath. The Giants are getting the baseball.
And the pitch. Arise has it. Not an easy play. His throw wide, and the A's are going to win. You got to be kidding. Kemp scores. Andrus scores.
Unbelievable.
An error kept the game going. Another error and 2-run score.
Base hit! What a homestand for Salvador Perez.
The 1-1 to J-Hay.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Prune Packers, and Jesse Lopez will lead things off. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, trailing 1-0. Lopez, Garibay, and Berg. Lopez popped out to the first baseman Johnston back in the 1st. And the first pitch on the way too. Lopez hits him in the left arm, so he's going to reach.
University center fielder number 2.
So leadoff base runner for the Healdsburg Prune Packers, and I'll bring up Guy Garibay. Garibay walked in the 1st. Diego Cruz back out on the mound for San Francisco. Garibay steps in, left-handed hitter. Cruz sets and deals first pitch. Lopez is going. Pitch to strike. Throw to second base is not in time. The ball is dropped as well. It's short by Santos. McClellan threw that from his knees. Lopez able to get in there with the stolen base. Pitch was called to strike on Garibay, so he's down in the count 0-1. Packers have the tying run at second base with nobody out. Pitch swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. Garibay taking a walk behind home plate and behind the catcher and umpire, trying to regroup. at least try and get Lopez over to third. Now he's ready to go. Cruz set belt, deals the 0-2. Swung out here on the ground. It's going to be a tough play. Diving stop by Luna. Hits off his glove. Everybody's going to be safe. Lopez goes to third. Garabay's going to stop at first. So score that a single for Guy Garibay. It would have been a very tough play by Luna at second. He was able to save a run by keeping it in front of him. So that's the good news for the Seals, but the bad news is Prune Packers have runners at the corners with nobody out for their 3-hitter Blake Burke. Burke singled in the first. First pitch to the big left-hander, swing and a miss. Was way out in front of that one. Count goes 0-1. One pitch on the way. And another big swing and a miss. Count goes 0-2. Chase that one out of the zone. Oh, swing and a miss. Strike three. Foul tipped into the glove of McClellan. So Burke down on strikes. A big strikeout for Edgar Cruz. And that'll bring up Ryan Targich. Target switch hitter batting left. Walked in the first. Prune Packers had the bases loaded, 1 out in the first, and were unable to score. Cruz got a pair of pop-outs to end the frame. Trying to wiggle out of another dangerous situation here in the third. First pitch right there, called strike one. Sets, deals. And another swing and a miss. Target down the count 0-2. Lopez was hit by a pitch, stole second. Garibay reached on an infield single. That's Lopez to third. Burke struck out. Now an 0-2 count on Ryan Targich as he takes outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Targich slightly open stance from the left side. Takes up and away. Count evens at 2-2. Targich waiting the 2-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Targets down on strikes. 2 are gone now. And that'll bring up Cole Elvis. The Packers had runners at the corners with nobody out and back-to-back strikeouts. Burke and Targich unable to do the job. Now Cruz is just an out of way from working out of it. Cruz sets, deals. Curveball misses just upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes on Elvis. Elvis hit a fly ball shallow center field. Second baseman Emilio Luna ran out and made a fabulous catch. As the runner goes, and Garabay's just going to steal second easily as the pitch swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. So Garibay steals second. And what that does is take away the force at second base. So now any ground ball, San Francisco has to throw the ball to first. 1-1 pitch, and in the air, left field, hit well. Christensen going back, still going back, at the track, at the wall. Catch you later, baseball! A 3-run home run for Cole Elvis. And the Prune Packers have jumped ahead 3-1. talk about a deflating moment. Healdsburg had runners at first and third, nobody out. Cruz got 2 straight strikeouts and was out of way from working out of it, and then Elvis drops the 3-run bomb to make it 3-1 Healdsburg as Blake McDonald steps in and takes a curveball for strike 1. For Elvis, that's his 2nd home run of the season. And RBIs 9, 10, and 11. As he takes ball 1 outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a game winner! Robel Garcia walks it off. Castro scores.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We had a sudden network crash. We should be back up now. Again, my apologies.
Deep left field. Lynn is back, looking up. It's gone to Souvenir City, and the Indians have their first walk-off of the year. Runners in scoring position, and he delivers the knockout blow.
1-2 pitch. Gets away. Here comes O'Neill. He will score, and the Cardinals win it. Right at the corners. And Mullins is swinging away. In the air to left center. Is it deep enough? Hicks makes the catch. Here comes Urias, and the Orioles win it.
Eric Woodrow to lead things off for the San Francisco Seals. 4, 5, and 6 for San Francisco. They trail now 3-1 after the 3-run home run by Cole Elvis. No Renard back out for his 4th inning of work. Now working with a lead for the first time. And his first pitch is hit on the ground, right side Burke Fields. And he's going to race Woodrow to the bag and wins that race for out number 1. So Woodrow's now 0 for 2, and that'll bring up Kean Johnston. Johnston 0 for 1. He struck out swinging in the first. First pitch in the dirt picked by Elvis. 1-0 the count. The slow Blues lead the Solano Mudcats 7-0. That's that slow as that one's hit on the ground at short. McMillan fields tough hop, and he's going to bobble it, and he's going to misplay it, and reaching is Johnston. 3rd error of the night for the Prune Packers. Johnston reaches, and that'll bring up Brett Zimmerman. Zimmerman grounded out to Targich at second back in the second. And the Slow Blues leading 7-0 over the Solano Mudcats. The Walnut Creek Crawdads lead the Orange County Riptide 5-1. That's in the 3rd in Orange County. It's the first pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1 on Zimmerman. And a big swing and a miss. Count goes 0-2 on Brett Zimmerman. 0-2 pitch, and on the ground to Burke. He bobbles it now. Bobbles it again, flipped to Renard covering, not in time. Would have been a very easy ground ball. He bobbled it, still had time if he was able to recover in time to just get the out at 1 and make that error number 4 for the Prune Packers this evening. 2nd straight this inning. And that'll bring up Emilio Luna. First pitch on the way, inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch, big swing and a miss. Count goes 1-1 on Luna, who grounded out to McMillan at short back in the second. And a swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2 on Luna. Whereas at first and second for the Seals. Johnston and Zimmerman both reached on errors. And the 1-2 pitch on the way in the dirt, blocked nicely by Elvis behind the plate. 2-2 the count. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Luna down on strikes. 2 are retired in the 4th, and that'll bring up Isai Santos.
Isai Santos.
We're outside of the belt. Santos takes ball 1 in the dirt. He grounded out to McMillan at short in the second. That was part of a 6-pitch second inning by Renard, where he got 3 straight groundouts. One-0 pitch on the way, hit in the air, right field, hit pretty well. Lopez going back, going all the way back on the track at the wall, and he leaps, and it's off his glove and bounces off the wall. Scoring is Johnston. Coming around third is Zimmerman. He will score. It's a 2-run double for Isai Santos, and San Francisco has come back to tie things up at 3. Would have been a heck of a play if Lopez was able to come down with it. It hit off his glove, and it hit off the wall as well. So 3-3 as Connor McClellan steps in and swings and misses at the first pitch, counts 0-1. McClellan singled in the 3rd and was left stranded. So the Seals come back and tie things up after Healdsburg got taken the 3-1 lead, as that one's fouled back to the screen. Count evens up at, or excuse me, count goes to 0-2 rather. Sets, deals the 0-2. Hit on the ground. Pass Pivaroff down the third base line and goes into left field, foul territory. Coming around third is Santos. He will score easily. The throw goes to second, and it is in time to get him. McClellan is out at second. The run counts. Santos scores to give San Francisco a 4-3 lead. So score that an RBI single for Connor McClellan. So 3 runs on 2 hits and nobody left. And at the end of 3.5 innings of play, 4-3 San Francisco here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
I mean, you got a guy throwing.
Ladies and gentlemen, since we did not have Mr. Vigarski, our main announcer, on mic, I will, for the stream, I will reiterate what he just said. Thank you very much to all of our host families who host the players when they are back in Healdsburg from wherever they may be from, or that be Arizona or Mississippi or Alabama or Montana or wherever else they may be from. Thank you very much to our host families, and thank you again to our sponsors and to our interns that keep this place running. All of you are amazing. Thank you. Enjoy the ball game. Bringing back Michael.
And the Brewers have won 3 in a row against the reigning world champs.
There's a base hit, and the Blue Jays are going to win it. Randall Grichuk singles into center. Espinal comes in to score, and the Blue Jays walk off the Braves. Career walk-off hit for Randall Grichuk, his 3rd as a Blue Jay.
3-1. Poke to center field. The Reds win. 2-2. Swinging a ball ripped right field. Betts going back. It's over his head. And the Cubs sweep the doubleheader. Cubs win. KB.
3-2. Oh! Deep right!
payoff. Smoke to center field. The Reds win.
Tycho pitched well.
Blake Pivaroff to lead things off for the Prune Packers. And he takes the first pitch right there, called strike. 0-1. Pivaroff grounded out to the second baseman Luna back in the second. And he takes outside ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a fastball right there, called strike 2. Cruz now working with the lead once again. As the 1-2 pitch on the way misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Blake Pivaroff out of Arizona State. Left-handed hitter. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pivaroff down on strikes for out number 1. So that'll bring up Seth Nager.
Number 22, Seth Nager.
Seth grounded out to Luna at second, back in the second. And takes first pitch inside ball 1, and a couple fans in the crowd singing Seth's walk-up song. Probably a fan favorite now because of that, as he takes up and away, 2-0. Cruz working fast, winds and deals to 2-0. Big swing and a miss, counts 2-1. Seth, left-handed hitter, hits it on the ground to second. Sounded like a broken bat. Luna fields, throws to first in time. 2 are quickly retired in the 4th. And that'll bring up Ian McMillan.
Batting against the University of Houston, shortstop, number 12, Ian McMillan.
McMillan popped up to the first baseman, Johnston, in the second. McMillan swings at the first pitch. It's in the right center field, hit well. Woodrow going back, and it's go over his head and bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. So a hit for McMillan with 2 outs. He's at second for Jesse Lopez.
Batting next for Long Beach State University right fielder, number 9, Jesse Lopez.
Lopez popped out to Johnson at first, back in the first, and was hit by a pitch and came around to score in the third. Lopez stepping out, and now steps back in. Cruz set at the belt. And a breaking ball fouled away right side out of play. 0-1. Packers can tie the game with a base hit. Cruz sets. McMillan, right-handed hitter, slightly open stance. The pitch. Fouled away, right side again, out of play. 0-2. And a race for the foul ball. Oh, and he came up with it. With 3 kids chasing for it. Nice to see fans back at the ballpark. Now let's hit left side foul down the third base line. Count stays 0-2. So 0-2 on Lopez. That one's hit in the air. Left field hit well. Christensen going back. It's going to go over his head and one hop the wall. Coming around third, and McMillan, he will score easily. Lopez is going to try and go to third. The throw from Luna will not be made. It's an RBI triple for Jesse Lopez, and this game is tied up at 4.
Now batting from Rice University, center fielder number 2, Guy Garabay.
So Lopez on third with a chance to get the Packers the lead once again. And I'm bringing up Guy Garabay, who's 1 for 1. He singled and scored in the third, also walked in the first. Garabay left-handed hitter, taking his time getting in. And the first pitch to Garabay, low, clipped the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes on Garabay. And a big swing and a miss. Count evens at 1-1. Packers have tied it 4-4 in the 4th. Have potential 5th run at third with 2 outs, and another swing and a miss. Counts 1-2 on Garabay. And the 1-2 pitch swung on, fouled left side. Giving chase is Zimmerman, but it goes out of play. Garabay getting ready to step in now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lopez on third after the RBI triple. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Garabay down on strikes, but Packers tie it with a run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. And at the end of 4 innings of play, tied at 4 here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
In to score, Cubs win! 2-2. Bazika hits one slowly up the line. The shovel hole, not in time, and the Mets win it! Patrick Bazika plays hero in the bottom of the 10th.
Well, when he put his head on the pillow, that wasn't the game-winning hit he probably ever.
Deep to right. And that baby is gone. Brown walks off the Rays.
The 1-2. Dribbled slowly. This could win the game. Here comes LeMahieu, and the Yankees win.
The premier pitchers in baseball, and they fought back, tied it up, and then they get to go home with a win.
Strikes earlier. Driven to right field. That ball is down, and the Braves have won it. The chase is on. And Adrianza.
2 big hits. Now instead of facing Nola tomorrow night.
Hit shortly and through for a base hit, and the Yankees win.
Top of the 5th inning from Rec Park in Healdsburg, 4-4 ball game. Packers came back to tie things up in the bottom of the 4th on Jesse Lopez's RBI triple, and that ball is bunted beautifully third base side. Renard off the mound to field it, and he doesn't have a play. So that's a bunt single for Rick Maturina.
Pacific, left fielder number 18, George Christensen.
And then I'll bring up George Christensen. San Francisco trying to retake the lead here in the 5th. Christensen 1 for 2. He singled in the first. That brought home Maturina for the first run of the game, and then flew out to the center fielder Garabay back in the 3rd. First pitch on the way in the dirt, blocked by Elvis behind the plate. Counts 1-0. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes on Christensen. A pitch on the way, chopped foul. And it's 2-1. Down to 91 degrees here in Healdsburg. Got as high as 106. Bernard set at the belt and deals 2-1. On the outside corner, strike 2 called. Took a little bit off there to get that over the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner at first. Pitch on the way. Swung on, hit up the middle. McMillan fields, steps on the second for 1, throws to first in time for the 6-3 double play. McMillan was able to easily range up the middle, field it cleanly. And all he had to do was take 1 step and throw to first. So 2 are retired here in the 5th for Jesus Lopez, who is 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts on the ledger. And the first pitch misses high for ball 1. Pitch foul tipped into the glove of Elvis behind the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. These two will go at it again tomorrow at Rec Park before the Packers have a Father's Day battle with the Lincoln Potters. That one's hit to third. Pivaroff to his left, fields it, throws across the diamond in time for the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. And at the end of 4.5 innings of play, 4-4 is our score here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
2-2. And Mazika grounds one down to first. Coming home is Mancini. The slide. Save for the Mets. Win it. Mazika does it again. The king of the walk-off fielder's choice, Patrick Mazika.
The 1-2.
And it's into right field.
Goodrum will score. Go crazy.
Right field, get down! Indians walk it off! He drives them both home, and the Indians sweep the Cubs.
Fuentes drops his ball to deep center field. Way back, Grisham can't get it. Rockies have won it. He didn't waste that time.
Why would you? You've been here all day, might as well end it.
Bounces away. Here comes Straw, going to score the game winner. Miles Straw flying down the line to score the run and win it 4-3.
Pitch to Polanco. And Polanco drives one out to center field. Frazier's going to tag up. He will trot home, and the Pirates in 11 innings.
Game to come back and win. They played some really good defense here, especially.
Phillips, line drive, into right, and the Rays win it. Brett Phillips.
Blake Burke to lead things off for the Prune Packers in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-4-5 for Healdsburg. The game tied at 4. Edgar Cruz back on the mound for the San Francisco Seals, and he gets Burke to swing and miss. 0-1 the count. Burke was way out in front of that one. Burke 1 for 2, singled in the first, struck out swinging in the 3rd. And he swings and misses again, counts 0-2 as he takes a look down the third base line to manager Joey Gomes. Walks back to the left-handed batter's box. Down the count, 2 strikes. 4-4 is the score. As Cruz winds and deals the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Burke down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Both times he's gone down on 3 pitches. So that'll bring up Ryan Target, switch hitter. Who about left-handed? He walked in the first, struck out swinging in the 3rd. Cruz winds lines and deals from the first base side of the rubber. First swing and a miss. Nice changeup from Cruz in its own one. A one pitch just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. San Francisco wanted that one. One pitch on the way to target. Swung on, hit on the ground, first base. Johnston fields it, gets a bad hop, races target to the bag, and wins it for out number 2.
Berkeley, catcher number 10, Cole Elvis.
Cole Elvis steps in, popped out to second baseman Luna in the first, and hit that big 3-run home run in the third. And at the time, that gave the Packers a 3-1 lead. And then in the top of the fourth, San Francisco came back and take a lead of their own, 4-3, before Healdsburg tied it in the fourth on on Jesse Lopez's RBI triple. That scored McMillan as Elvis takes ball 1 upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, hit in the air, right side, foul territory. Johnston giving chase, but it'll go out of play. One pitch to Cole Elvis. The breaking ball misses upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. He helped his high school, Vacaville High School, win the league title in 2017 and 18, while winning the Sac Joaquin section title in 2018 as Elvis swings and fouls it back to the screen. It was a check swing, counting it as a 2-2. As the team in 17 and 18 set the school record for wins, 24 wins in 2017, and then they set the record again in 2018, 26 wins. As a 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Elvis down on strike, so a 1-2-3 fifth inning for Edgar Cruz, as the Packers are unable to get anything going, and at the end of 5 innings of play, 4-4 tie here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
To tie it, and in the 9th they win it. The 0-1.
The other way! It's in front of Bryant. They're going to wave Jones home. The throw home is not there. Harold Castro walks it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that this live stream is always improving. This is our first day having Michael's audio as sportcasting audio in the stream. So if there are any issues or you have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, whatever else, please put them in the YouTube chat, and I will answer them and respond to them as I can. And that, once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, our the families that house our players, and the interns that keep this place running. Thank you to all of you. I'm pumping Michael's audio back in now. Enjoy the ball game.
Now we get to the backstop. Here comes Mateo! Padres walk it off in San Diego! Wild pitch on court by Bard.
In his last 2 trips.
Eric Woodward will lead things off for San Francisco Seals. Top of the 6th inning, Noel Renard back out on the mound for Healdsburg. 4, 5, and 6 for San Francisco as Woodrow takes ball 1 inside. Woodrow 0 for 2, grounded out to Pivarov at third in the first, and grounded out to Burke for the 3 unassisted. That was in the 4th as Woodrow takes strike 1, counting him to 1-1. 4-4 ball game here at Rec Park. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 2. The Slow Blues lead the Solano Mudcats 7-0. That's in the 6th. Walnut Creek Crawdads leading the Orange County Riptide 5-3 in the 4th as Woodrow takes ball 2, 2-2. Renard's 2-2 is hitting in the right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit, split the gap. Takes a big hop. Garibay fields it. He's going to throw it to second. Woodrow slides, tries to slide around it, and he's out! Excellent play by Guy Garibay. It took a funky hop. He actually jumped up and got it and threw a strike to the shortstop McMillan, who was covering the bag. And he applied the tag, so Woodrow out. That's going to be scored a single and thrown out, attempting to stretch it into a double. Instead of Bram, Kean Johnson with one out, and he swings and misses. 0-1. Johnson reached on an error in the fourth and came around to score. Prune Packers have committed 4 errors tonight. As time is called to the plate, Renard had started his motion, but time is called. And fouled back to the screen. Counts 0-2 now. Lincoln Potters have a 4-0 lead over the Gold Sox. That's in the first inning. Swung on, hit on the ground to second. Targets fields, takes a couple steps, throws to first in time. Out number 2 in the 6th.
Batting number 9 from Loyola Marymount, third baseman.
Outside that 4th inning, which got away from mainly because Packers committed 2 errors, Renard has been pretty good. Allowed the 1 run in the first, but had a 1-2-3 second. Faced just 4 batters in the third, retired the side as that one is hit in the air. Left field hit pretty well. Seth Nager going back, still going back, and makes the catch. And the inning is over. So 1-2-3-6 for Noah Renard. No runs, no hit. No runs, 1 hit, excuse me. Nobody left. And at the end of 5.5 innings of play, Prune Packers 4, Seals 4 here on the Healdsburg Prune Packer Radio Network.
Forget your first one. This was a battle royal. It wasn't easy, but as you suggested, the Braves needed somehow a walk-off homer, the first time he's done that in his career. And Atlanta picks up a hugely important win.
Hit sharply, a base hit to left field. Judge rounds third. They're waving him home. Here's the throw. Here's the play. Yankees win 2-1.
Fans go home happy.
Biggest crowd of the year, 14,000.
Indeed, win the game. And that's in the air, out to right field. Tucker is back to the wall.
Hope that continues.
Hernandez, deep right field, down the line. Good night.
Pitch coming. This a fly ball out to deep left center field. Garrett Cooper is the hero today.
And the 3-1 pitch. He walked him. The Yankees win. Yankees sweep the White Sox this weekend in the Bronx. Quiet but big way. And a little bit of a shower.
Center field. Jones back. It's a goal. The Royals win it.
Down there at third. And this one up the middle. Smothered by Altuve. The throw will make it, and the Rangers win it. Winning run.
New pitcher for the San Francisco Seals is Jacob Fabril. So close the book on Bruce, who went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs on as McDonald fouls it, counts 0-1. 4 runs on 5 hits. Struck out 6 and walked just 1. As McDonald takes upstairs 1 ball, 1 strike. McDonald 0 for 2, popped out in the first, flew out in the third as he hits it sharply up the middle. Second baseman Luna right there bobbles it, but throws to first in time for out number 1 to start the 6th.
Brother Nix from Arizona State University, third baseman, number 20.
One away for Blake Pivaroff. Pivaroff 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Brill winds and deals the first pitch in the dirt. Counts 1-0, excuse me, on Pivaroff. Pivaroff out of Laguna Beach and Laguna Beach High School in California. Hits it sharply right side into right field for a base hit. Luna with a dive as it just snuck under his glove. So a one-out single for Blake Pivaroff, and his fellow Sun Devil Seth Nager will step in. Seth 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts to Luna at second. Bottom of the sixth, 4-4 is the score. Nager, a left-handed hitter. Pivaroff on first. Brill deals first pitch. Nager swings and hits it left side out of play. Counts 0-1. One pitch on the way. Outside corner, strike 2 called. Seth actually had Tommy John surgery his junior year in high school. Was an outfielder and pitching prospect from Iron Ridge High School in Arizona. This pitch misses upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Had a big senior year after the Tommy John surgery. Hit .456. Drove in 11 runs, 31 hits, and scored 21 runs. A .563 on base percentage that year for Iron Ridge High School. So that one's hit sharply right side. Diving stop by Luna into right field for a base hit. Pivaroff is going to go to third. The throw from the right fielder, Woodrow, is not in time. Pivaroff slides in safely. Going to second is Seth Nager to score that a single, and advancing to second on the throw. 2 on with 1 out for the Prune Packers, and that'll bring up Ian McMillan. So a pair of singles have the Prune Packers in business with a chance to take the lead. McMillan doubled and scored back in the 4th, popped up to the first baseman Johnston in the 2nd. Seals playing the infield back here. 1 out in the 6th. That's the first pitch to McMillan, misses inside, 1-0. It's kind of that borderline. You're not quite in the late innings yet, but in my opinion, late enough to where you may want to bring the infield in at least halfway. Corners are back, middle infielders are back, everybody's back. Outfield straight away. Pitch in the dirt, 2-0 on McMillan. McMillan leads the team in RBIs, so this is the guy Joey Gomes wants at the plate. 12 RBIs, and Elvis has 11. Pitch is fouled right back to the screen, counts 2-1. Sun beginning to set at Rec Park, and that's going to come into play for me here in the press box. Two and 1 the count. Cabral working from the stretch. Pitches in the dirt, blocked by McClellan behind the plate. Lost it for a split second, but was able to recover. So the count goes 3-1 on McMillan. Three balls and 1 strike, 1 out, 2nd and 3rd for Healdsburg. Pitch misses outside, ball 4, so McMillan walks. He reaches base for the second time tonight. And that'll bring up Jesse Lopez, the leadoff man. He was hit by a pitch and came around to score in the third. And tripled home McMillan to tie the game at 4 back in the fourth. And now comes up in another RBI opportunity. This time bases loaded, 1 out in the 6th with the game tied at 4 still. 1 for 2 officially on the night. Popped out to Johnston at first in the first. Lopez out of Long Beach State University, also spent time at Cypress College. Was actually named to the All-State team and was first team All-Conference at Cypress College. So San Francisco has the double play set up as the pitch is in the dirt, blocked by McClellan behind the plate. Although Lopez does have very good speed. We've seen that on the base paths already tonight with a stolen base. Lopez ahead in the count, 1-0. Pitch on the way. Hit sharply right to the shortstop, Santos. He makes the catch and almost doubled up Seth Nager as he tried to get back. And he does safely. Boy, you can't hit a ball much harder than Jesse Lopez just hit one. The problem was it was right at the shortstop, Santos. And he made a nice play and tried to chase Seth Nager back to second. Didn't win that battle. So 2 are retired. The bases stay loaded for Guy Garibay. Garibay is 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the third, walked in the first, and struck out in the fourth. That's a chance to give the Prune Packers the lead. First pitch in the dirt, blocked by McClellan. He's done a great job behind the plate tonight for San Francisco. Pitch misses low. 2-0 now on Guy Garibay. Pabrilla in trouble. Pitch misses inside, 3-0, so one more bad one will give the Packers the lead. So 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases are loaded, scores tied at 4. And a pitch on the way, right there, called strike 1. Garibay was taking all the way. Smartly so. And the count goes 3-1. The 3-1 pitch on the way, misses low, ball 4. The Prune Packers have the lead. Scoring is Pivarov. Everyone else moving up a base, and it's now 5-4 Prune Packers. So give Garibay an RBI. And that'll bring up Blake Burke. So now Burke up with a chance to give the Packers some insurance runs. Base hit likely scores 2 as Burke takes upstairs for ball 1. Burke, left-handed hitter, awaits the 1-0. He swings and hits it high, deep right field. Woodrow has no chance. Grand salami time for Blake Burke. Touch 'em all. 9-4 Prune Packers. And that ball, folks, was crushed. third blast of the season for Burke. So 9-4 Prune Packers. Everybody scores on that. So I'll fill in my part here on my scorecard as Ryan Targich steps in, the switch hitter batting left-handed. And the first pitch, up and away, ball one. I don't know if that ball's landed yet. Ball was absolutely crushed by Burke. And that's now a 5 spot in this 6th inning for the Prune Packers. As Targich takes outside 2-0. Pitches outside and goes all the way to the backstop. So 3-0 on Ryan Targich. We'll see if San Francisco gets anything going in the bullpen. Our view of the bullpen is blocked for the most part. So I usually